name a podcast you've been on bigger than this one. When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jada can get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out. Chill out. Don't play with me, bro. Chill out.
Off topic.
You're dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I don't care nothing about nothing else that you got to say, bro.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Moments ago, Shannon Sharpe and Jim Jones gets into it over the Nas comparison. That's right, y'all. For those who may not know, recently, Jim Jones was on the Fat Joe and Jada show, and he stated that he believes that he is a better MC, than Nas, He compared himself, even went as far as to asking, the people to pull up the resume, compare Jim Jones' resume, right, versus Nas, and everyone in social media agreed that Jim Jones is bugging. But now, this has become even more entertaining because now Jim Jones is on NIGHTCAP with Shannon. So Shannon had to ask, Jim, what were you smoking when you said that you were better than Nas? And I want y'all to see this back and forth between Jim Jones and Shannon Sharpe. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share this video because this is definitely going to be a viral moment. Pure comedy. But check this out, y'all.
Question, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Mm-hmm. Nas was dope. We appreciate him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There a lot of folks came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you. I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. And we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm being honest. You ask me? I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys, you heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm gonna change man, Stephen Law. Can you dig?
Nah, look, I'm put it to you like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
y'all
but look how you dress. Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in.
I can be in the church house. You can't ever Nas lyrics. I don't know who told you that. Now look, I know you on that good stuff, but you're not seeing Nas. You're not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Ain't nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. Jim.
You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to the history, bro.
But you didn't even say that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That's
I got a question.
Stick up for itself and meet me in a booth or something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard? He's a very smart business.
Ask your question, Jim.
I can sing more Nas records than you right now. So you are capping. You are capping. That's what you're doing.
First of all, bro,
you are capping. I'm a bigger Nas fan than you are. You are capping.
First of all, I'm 57. I don't be singing no rap. I don't be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand. But you don't know him hot. You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey, this the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas record.
This the biggest podcast you ever been on. Do you know what podcast you been on bigger than this one?
Hold on. We off topic. Hold on.
This is what I do. You see you in your feelings?
When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jada can get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out. Chill out. Don't play with me, bro. Chill out.
Off topic.
You're dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I don't care nothing about nothing that shit you got to say, bro. You might as well take me off this shit, bro.
We hear him. You can't out talk me.
Leave me alone, bro.
You might can out rap me, but you can't out talk me.
Don't nobody want to go to Club Shay Shay. Nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that shit. Nobody rushing to go to that shit.
Biggest podcast you ever been on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
you do got a good podcast.
You get an invite.
You do got a good podcast.
Nobody listening to me.
The podcast is tremendous. You and Ocho do your thing, but don't get it twisted, bro. I don't care nothing about no fucking podcast, bro.
We supposed to be talking about music and love and embracing one another and culture and having fun.
We ain't gonna let it come out here and disrespect Nas and Jada. That ain't gonna happen on here. Now, where were we?
Why you keep putting Jada into this? Why you keep putting Jada into this? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, bro? I can sing more Nas.
All right, guys, y'all can see things got a little heated between Shannon and Jim Jones, and we understand. Jim, he's been trending over this Nas comparison, so of course he's utilizing the moment, but Shannon sunned him, okay? He basically said, you good, Jim, but you ain't great, homie. If you was that good, you'd be on the couch on Club Shay Shay, but you ain't that. Nas... He's Club Shay Shay. You Nightcap. I mean, damn. Didn't he turn it? Shout out to the cameraman. Homie pointed the camera to the floor to let Jim know how small he is compared to some of the guests who's been on Club Shay Shay, okay? Because now you crossing the line. You take shots at Shannon's fashion, you know what I mean, his wardrobe. Now you say you don't give a damn about his podcast. Listen, it's only been so much grace you're gonna get when you're in the house of somebody, you know what I mean, that built the brand. Of course, right now, Shannon going through what he's going through, but still, right? You know, you on this man podcast talking crazy, all because the people refuse to stand with you on this whole, you know, you're on the same level as Nas. And you see how he got upset when Shannon brought up Jada, right? Why are you upset that Jada gets brought into this? Because you know, y'all got embarrassed, bodied, okay? Destroyed on that Versus stage. So if this is about your last performance, you're not giving anyone evidence and proof that you're on the level of a Nas. Again, he speaks as if Nas fell off. Nas is still like that. You know what I mean? His pen is still sharp, okay? And anybody that listens, they're going to go listen to Nas' last several projects with Hit Boy. And they're going to listen to your project. And yes, most of those records about 90 seconds. And again, shout out to Jim. Y'all check out the album. We got a lot of talent on there. You know, he's a hustler. But come on, this is Nas we talking about here. If this was a battle, you know, okay, you're supposed to believe in yourself. But you want people to believe that your resume is better than Nas. And he's still active today. Come on, when they talk about Jim's best work, they talk about balling. Some in Miami, you know what I mean? Crunk music and all of the shit that was done, you know, back then. Things have changed. However, Nas is still relevant. If it's about fashion, cool, you got that. But this is about, you know, who's the illest MC, man. That's what I mean. You out here changing the you know what I mean, the whole rules to how this shit work. And Shannon, he just sunned them for real. That's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so y'all can check out the full interview with Jim Jones on Nightcap. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Shannon Sharpe, son and Jim Jones? Because to me, I think Jim, you know, he tried to take shots at Shannon. You know, we understand right now, Shannon in the lawsuit. But Jim, you're bugging. You're bugging, fam. You got to let it go. Let it go. You ain't fucking with Nas. And, you know, shout out to Jada for being humble because, again, people say he top 5 dead or alive. And the way he cook his bars up, come on. Like I said, we go back to the verses, and y'all got body. You know, y'all had great moments. You know, Jim Jones, he brings up the beef back in the day with, you know, Nas and Jay. Those were dope moments. But we talking legacy and resume, it's not even a debate. Okay, you got some youngins out here who, you know, give you your props. And I'm sure it's the same for Nas, but the history, you know, it doesn't lie. Come on, we lived it. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on this back and forth between Jim Jones and Shannon Sharpe over the Nas comparison? Do you think Shannon was, you know, valid in sunning Jim Jones and letting him know, listen, homie, you know, you nice, but you ain't you ain't Club Shay Shay nice until you hit the couch. Then you on Nas level. I mean, damn, I ain't gonna lie. You see Jim, he damn near come out to beat it. Jim work out every day. But he can't do that with Shannon because so does Shannon. Shannon's a professional athlete. You know, you got to choose your battles wisely, as they would say. And right now, looking at this, I already know this is a viral moment. So again, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on this back and forth with Jim Jones and Shannon Sharpe over the Nas comparison, man? Like I said, first time ever in internet history where everyone agrees that Jim Jones is delusional. Yet he still wants to argue that he is, you know, arguably on the same level, if not better than Nas. Let me know. Are we tripping? Are you on that short list of people who side with Jim? Because this is hilarious. This is pure comedy. And Ocho, he just sitting there looking crazy, looking like Jim Carrey from The Mask. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below? But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time. Peace. Jim, come on, man. Cut it out. You bugging. You bugging, son. You out of your damn mind. You kidding me? Better than Nas? Okay. Check the comment section. They'll let you know on this video or anybody else's damn video. They'll let you know you crazy, man. But all right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart. Let the world go by. Let the world go by, and it'll all be just fine.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.